I just crossed the western half of the United States, and all things considered, it took about 12 and a half hours, but we're finally leaving San Francisco for Taiwan.
He informs that our flight time will be of 12 hours and 20 minutes.
The magazine in front of me contains a map of the airport, which could have come in handy several hours ago.
We should be arriving about 25 minutes early, and thank you for choosing United this afternoon.
No problem. This is the closest I get to seeing the Pacific Ocean for the first time. It doesn't count. I get my first in-flight meal finally, and I take a little nap. When I wake up, I check outside to see if I missed anything. Not really. And on the plus side, there's no creature on the wing. The sun sets in slow motion the whole way, because we're following it. There's not much to see over the Pacific Ocean other than water vapor, until finally, I look out and see for the first time a foreign country, Taiwan.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turns off the fasten seatbelt sign.
We breathe a sigh of relief as the pilot congratulates himself.
With that nice landing, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Taipei. The time here is approximately 6:08 p.m. Thank you, goodbye, and shashay.
After a long flight, I stop and freshen up, then I gather my paperwork. I have no idea where to stop for currency exchange, but my girlfriend tells me to hurry up. This is the immigration line. It's long and it's slow. But, finally, after having my face and fingers scanned, I figure out how to grab my luggage. My girlfriend, B, waits for me in the arrival hall in front of the Jumbotron. She takes my arm and it's a race. I exchange my money, buy a SIM card for my phone, and we head to the taxi. We have to hurry so she can make her curfew at the company where she works. It's a long drive from New Taipei City to Keelung, but our time together is too short. I bring my luggage up to my motel room and she proceeds onto her dorm. My room isn't quite ready, so they give me an upgrade for the night. Your passkey brings power to the themed room. This one looks like something out of Star Trek.
Computer, tea, Earl Grey, hot.
No, it's just a TV. It's got a Star Wars style door that leads into the bathroom, and jacuzzi? This place is way too fancy, but it's cheap, it's close, and it's kinda nice as long as you don't look too closely. But that's fine. All I need is a place to stay for the night. The next morning, I opt for the complimentary breakfast burger, which is actually chicken, egg, and some kind of sweet sauce with cucumber, and don't forget your sesame milk. After B meets up with me, we head over to the 7-Eleven.
Bus pass.
I shouldn't have eaten, because B and I are heading to, well, breakfast? Dinner? It depends on your perspective. Eventually, the bus clears out, and we get a chance to sit next to each other. The bus drops us off at a place called E Square. To get to the restaurant we're going to, it's just going to be a short walk across the Keelung fishing port. Looks like they were setting up for some kind of live event. From down below we see the Keelung sign standing at the top of the hill. I stop to take a few videos of the harbor and take it all in. She stops to take a few pictures of me, looking like a dork with my fanny pack. The view from inside the restaurant is great. You get a unique view of the city and its iconic sign. I have to find out what kind of trees those are. This is the menu. I can't read any of it. I'm so glad they gave us an English version. This is a Shabu-Shabu restaurant, or hot pot. They have heaters built into the table to cook the hot pot once it arrives.
I had the original, was it?
I wanted to get a taste of some traditional flavors.
Yeah, original flavor.
I chose the sides of lamb, something in a shell, and shrimp. I still have to figure out how to cook these guys. She went with the kimchi flavor. We get the waitress to take a few pictures of our first date, and the eating begins. Just dump these guys in there and let them sit for a while. I'm not really sure when it's done or overdone.
Is it cooked?
I think so.
Yeah, you can transfer that here.
Okay. With a spoon or?
It's up to you.
I'm struggling with this. I'm not sure what any of this is.
That's it.
Here's something familiar. Then you got some mushrooms and cabbage, and I really don't know what this is. Looks good though.
Some sort of spongy egg thing.
Tofu, I think. It's smiling at me.
Shrimp is really good. Absorb some of the flavors in the soup. A lot of subtle flavors in there. Haven't tried the lamb yet. I went with lamb. I like the sausage, even though someone I know says they taste like biscuits. What flavor is yours?
Korean kimchi.
I like the kimchi flavor. Original is subtle, but the kimchi is spicy, obviously. I'm stealing some. A lot of subtle flavors that we don't really use in the U.S. It's pretty big. Raw egg. Doesn't spin. Are we supposed to dump the egg into the...
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's all good. I forgot what this was. It's like sliced and wrapped and it's got something inside it. Wonton? What did I order? Yeah, I got the lamb instead of the pork. I chose the, I really don't know what this is.
Vermicelli.
Vermicelli? Okay. Tastes like some kind of noodle. Is it? It's clear. And this is the bok choy. The bok choy stays crisp even though it's been cooked. I think this is some sort of like, I don't know, it had a crab kind of taste.
I'm gonna fish out the rest of my shrimp. They're done taking their bath. I can't quite describe the taste of the front end of the shrimp.
I know now why in America mostly this is what we call shrimp. And the front end is kind of gooey. It's got some very chalky qualities, sweet-ish.
Kind of bitter. Earthy.
Maybe I just didn't cook it long enough. The tail still tastes good. Still firm. That one is vaguely like watery orange juice. This one is tastes like maple syrup. I like it. It opens up when you cook it.
For a creature with such a hardy shell, there isn't much to the creature itself. It's almost all shell. After all this seafood, I'm looking to use the restroom. I've researched Asian toilet customs like the soap and water, but I've never seen a spray bottle before, and I guess it's bring your own toilet paper to dry with. I opt out for now, and try to finish what I can of the meal.
Tofu?
I still have no idea what I'm eating. Quinoa cake? I don't know.
You like it?
All the flavors are wearing on me. I didn't mind having all those little tastes, but for so much, it's one flavor for so much food. We continue to wander around Keelung, enjoy each other's company, and see what there is to see.
Looking for a place to get a drink. Tea. No tea.
There are stores here, everywhere. We find ourselves a Mr. Q milk and grab some milk tea.
Milk tea. Delicious. You had what?
Taro.
Taro. Which is...
Taro.
It's like a sweet potato. Turned into a drink.
Taro root. I have no clue. Selfie time at the bus stop. We wander around town a little bit, but our time is cut short because Bea needs to sleep before her work shift tonight at 8. And I have to check back into my motel.
Checking into my non-upgraded room. Very narrow hallway to carry up all your luggage. Oh, nice. Oh, I like this. This isn't bad at all. This is very quaint. Not nearly as lavish as the last place.
Still has caulking up the wazoo. That's okay, it's a stylistic choice.
Okay. Putting in the car turns on that one light.
What is the point of a light switch that doesn't turn on the lights? It's very hot and humid in Taiwan, so I take a quick shower and rest for a little while. I still have to wait for my girl to get off work tomorrow at 8 a.m., so I take a nap until then. We have big plans for tomorrow. More adventures in Taiwan.